One love to the humble. One love to the humble. One love to the humble. Hey man, I hope y'all doing good out there. Hope y'all really doing good out there. And I'm gonna start off by saying I appreciate all of the likes, all of the shares, all of the comments, and all of these subscribers. I appreciate that a lot. And if you're watching this video, you don't have to subscribe right now. But hey, if you get to the end of the video and you find it to be interesting or it sparks your mind in any kind of way, hey man, look, feel free to subscribe, man. It ain't gonna hurt nothing to subscribe. It really don't. You know what I'm saying? I would rather you like, subscribe, and comment. But if you can just subscribe, that'll be great. You know what I mean? That'll be great. Especially if you like what you see. And if this video don't touch you, hey, go over there and check out some of my other videos. You know what I mean? But I appreciate all of that. I appreciate it all. I really do. But what I want to talk about today is the black vote. The black vote is the easiest vote. It's the easiest vote. Well, the reason why I say it's the easiest vote is because if you really think about it, what do black people require for their vote? Now listen, I'm not saying you can predict what a politician is going to do once you vote them into office. I'm not saying that because I know you can't predict that. But in the beginning, you got to have something that you were asking for in the beginning. Whether they go through with it or not, you got to have that thing that you're asking for, and they got to say, yeah, I'm going to do it. Even if they don't do it, they got to have something. But see, that ain't really what goes on for us in the black community, right? That ain't really what happens in the black community. It's like they tell the black community what they're going to give the black community, and then the black community agrees on it. I think that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, it's messed up. Is that the way that you should go about doing anything? Should you just, say, hey, look, they tell us we're going to give y'all some more programs. We're going to give y'all more programs, and y'all should be happy with these programs we giving you, because you know why we giving you these programs? Because y'all not capable of doing anything for yourself. You're not capable of starting a business. You're not capable of going to school. You're not capable of working these jobs. You're not capable of succeeding on a higher level. So we got to give you some subsidies. We got to give y'all a leg up because you're not capable of doing it. That's silly, man. It's silly when you think about it, and like black people say, yeah, I'm voting for that. That's what I want. I want some more handouts. I want somebody to feel sorry for me. That's what I want. I don't want to prove that I'm able to do it myself like it used to be done. These days, I don't want to do nothing. All I want is handouts. It's silly to me, man. Because you know what happens when people give you handouts? When you become dependent on the person, there's no way out. Because it's just like going to a job, right? Say you go to a job and they pay you $100,000 a year, and you build your lifestyle around that $100,000. Then guess what? You can't go to a job that doesn't pay that much because your lifestyle is built around that. You build your whole life around it. So you don't leave it. You stay there. Somebody over there jamming. But that's what happens. That's what happens though. You become dependent. So it's just like when you so if you taking all these handouts and you get dependent upon these handouts, you don't know what to do without them. If they say they're gonna take them away, you lose your mind because you're so used to having them. You ain't never had to go out and do it for yourself. So those handouts is good for you, and now it's become so easy that you don't want to come off of. You don't want to do anything to change it. Yes, there's some that's going to do something to come off, but for the most part, you don't want to get rid of it. That's the way it goes. Just like if you take a dog that you take two dogs, one that lives in the wild and one that lives in the house. And the one that lives in the house, somebody has to feed that dog constantly. Feed him, take him outside, wash him, water him, all of that. But then you got the dog is out here, and that dog is constantly having to search, grind, and find everything the hard way. And that dog becomes more resilient, that dog becomes stronger, more efficient, and better all around. But the one that's in the house, if they ever had to come out of their house and live out here with the wild dogs, they wouldn't survive. Because they wouldn't know how to make it. And that's pretty much the position that a lot of black people get in with all these government programs and subsidies. Because now you've been pretty much in the house the whole time. Somebody has been doing the hard work for you. But you're scared to break away from that to go out here and do the work, because that means you might not survive because you don't know how to get it the way, the real way. You know how to get it through handouts. That's crazy to me. I ain't never wanted somebody to give me a handout. I want to earn mine because it means more when you earn it. You respect it more when you earn it. But if somebody got to give it to me, then that person controls how I eat and how I move and what I do and what I can't do. They got full control of me. The person who feeds you can starve you. But if you feeding yourself, you're not gonna starve yourself. So when they offer these incentives, these different programs, they feeding you. But when they want to cut it off, want to apply some pressure to you because you're not following what they want, then you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose everything. Man, we just out here talking. Random. We just out here talking, man. Just random conversations, voting. I mean, I suggest, you really change the way you're voting and what you're thinking about. That's what I suggest. I mean, look what Biden did. Biden just resigned. I mean, he just took himself out of the runnings, and which is the right thing to do. He should have never been in there in the first place. Look at this man. This man is barely making it, and this is the man people voted for. People voted for this man. Like just because of Trump. People say they voted for Biden just so they don't have to deal with Trump. What kind of sense do that make? I could rock with you if you said I ain't vote for neither one. But you say I'm gonna vote for Biden just so I have to deal with Trump. And look at Biden's situation. Look at his condition. This ain't just started, man. We just talking. Talk to me, man. Leave some comments in that comment section. Let me know what you're thinking about this. Let me know what you think about Biden pulling out of the runnings. Let me know what you think about that. Because I know what I think. I think it was the best thing that could ever happen. Only he don't have a good follow-up. But the best thing he could have did was stop running. Seriously. The stuff he was on, man, I watched they had the, I don't know what you call it, right? It was like the, they had the senators up there, and they were looking at all of the judges that Biden had nominated to be Supreme Court. I believe that's what it's called. Man, if you had to see what they was, if you had a, it's on YouTube. I think you got like Ted Cruz up there, people like that. They are talking to these people. Man, listen, they did not answer one straight question. They cannot answer yes or no questions. They had to do that tap dance around, never being direct, never done that. You can't trust nobody who ain't never direct. How can you trust a person that's never direct? It's always tapping around the issue, won't say straight up what it is. How can I trust a person that won't talk to me straight up? You can't give me a straightforward answer. If you went to if you went to get a house, you went to get a car, you went to get cable, you went to get whatever you was purchasing, and it was going to be a long-term payment system. And you went to them and you said, "Hey, look, I need to know how much this bill going to be every month." And they said, "Well, it kind of depends on this and it don't know that, and then last year I did like this, and this year if they couldn't tell you that what it was for real, you wouldn't want to deal with them." But yet when it comes to presidency and politics and how they do business, nobody bats an eye when these people are not being direct or straight up with what they're trying to do, and nobody cares. It's like, I don't care. I'm just doing this because I don't want this. It's like, well, your arm and your leg got gangrene. Well, you know what? I don't want to cut my arm off. I'm going to just cut off both my legs. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. But some people put themselves in harm just to prove a point. That was probably a bad analogy, but you get what I'm trying to say. I'm sitting here watching this thing play out, watching how the community that's falling apart. Just watching it, watching how the black community that I'm a part of, just fall apart. Nobody has morals anymore. Nobody has character anymore. It's just like people don't give a damn. They just don't give a damn about nothing. People looking like crap, pants hanging down, showing their underwear. Women have naked out in the public. Used to be a time when women didn't want you to see their underwear or their bra on the clothesline back in the day. Now that's all they walk around with. That's all they wearing. They wearing lingerie as clothes. And it's like, no big deal. You can't say nothing about it. If you do, you're insecure. You know all these little shaming language. This is what we doing in the black community. And please don't come here talking about the white people. I don't want to hear that. That's insignificant, man. It ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in the black community. The gangs run the neighborhoods. People get terrified of their own neighborhood, but we out here talking about white supremacy and KKK. What? Go down into the hood, to that neighborhood down there where Miss Johnson can't go peacefully to the store and get what she needs because she afraid she gonna get caught up in a drive-by. What about the little kid that can't come off the porch after a certain time because he might get caught with a straight bullet? What about the kids living in the neighborhood that can't just live in the neighborhood normally? They gotta be a part of their gang because they live in that neighborhood, or they're gonna get terrorized and punished every day until they join. What about the kid that got shot because he from the neighborhood? That he ain't joined the gang yet, but he from the neighborhood, and the other rivals know that he from the neighborhood, and they shoot him because that gang member shot one of their peoples. See what I'm saying? But we talking about white supremacy. What? Ain't nobody terrorizing the black community worse than black people. Just random talk, man. We just having a conversation. That's all we doing. Talking about voting, talking about games, talking about everything. Black people don't have a stable foundation no more. We don't have it no more, man. Ain't no more stability in the black community, man. We got single parent households out here. More than anybody else. More than anyone else. But yeah, look at the things we talking about. Look at the things we arguing about. People come on my post to call me names. Call me names? Because I'm pointing out the obvious. I'm talking about the things that we don't like to talk about. Things that we need to fix. The things that you should see and be like, wow, man, I didn't even know that. I think we need to do something about that. That's what you want to get mad about? The truth? This is why we're in the situation we're in. And some of you may not know what's going on, but it's pretty bad. Go look up the abortion rates. Go look up the abortion rates in the black community and see how many babies are being aborted per day. Per day. Go look it up. It'll blow your mind. You would not believe it. You wouldn't believe it. But these are the numbers per day. Go look it up. I just put it out in other videos. But you go look it up for yourself. So you don't have to say, I said it. And you don't have to guess if I'm right or wrong. Or if you right or wrong. You can see with your own two eyes. Go look it up. But we worry about police killings? It ain't safe to drive while black. No, it ain't safe to be a baby in the womb while black. Because ain't nobody topping that. Ain't now police, ain't now race, KKK, ain't nobody doing that much killing. As much killing going on in the black community from abortion. Ain't nobody killing like that. I'm here to go out. I might not be here to see it, but I think the black race is gonna go extinct for more than one reason. I think it's gonna eventually be extinct. At this rate, the shit we doing, I just think it's gonna be extinct. A lot sooner than later. Because there's no way we can keep up. First of all, relationships ain't a dump. We're not able to keep a relationship together. We're not able to keep households together. We're not able to be having abortions at alarming rates. We're not able to replace the population that we have alive right now. How in the world is that? The math don't make sense. How is it gonna work? Then the ones who just ain't having kids. We just having a conversation. We just talking. We just talking. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. If you can't see these problems and you don't really see what's going on, then you don't want to see what's happening. You don't really care about nothing. You don't really care. And see, one thing that really gets under my skin is that you can't tell the truth to black people. Because the first thing you want to do is come with the attacks and with the negativity and with the insults. Because they don't want to hear it. But they claim they all about the black community, helping the black community. How can you be about that, but you don't want to hear the truth? You don't care. Half these people out here that's black, that's wearing all this garb and doing all this stuff, acting like they care. They don't care neither. Care what you say. If you can't call out the real problems, then you don't care. You want to take the low-hanging fruit because it's easy and it gets you likes. I ain't doing this because I want people to like me. I don't need people to like me. I got friends. Real, true, genuine friends. I want people to know what's going on, and maybe somebody can hear this or see any one of my videos and decide they're going to change. And they might share it with someone else that decide they're going to do something about it. Because right now, we look crazy. And I'm going to tell you, man, Proverbs, I think it's 27:17. Iron sharpens iron, so as one person sharpens the other. That's what I'm here to do. Share so I can sharpen you. And hopefully you can give me feedback to sharpen me. Fellowship. Coming together. Unifying for the greater cause and the better good. But to ignore the issues and to ignore the problems as if they don't exist and get mad at somebody for bringing it up, it's not going to solve the problem. It's going to keep the problem going. Somebody has to counter this stuff. Maybe we can't all get out in the streets and counter it, but enough talking about it, bringing awareness to it, which by now I don't see why it's not any awareness. But people keep staying in denial, and it has to keep being brought up because other people on the other side on the internet doing the exact opposite. We're just talking, man. Just having a conversation. I hope this reached you and you think about what I've a little bit that I brought up here. I didn't get in depth with a lot of things, but I need you to really, really think about the couple of things that I brought up and what that means for you and what it means for black people. And if you really, truly one of them people that you say you are, that's down and care about the black community, then do something positive for the black community. It's hard to do, and it's hard. I've tried, and it's very difficult to do anything for the black community. It's very, very difficult. Because they don't want to participate, you ain't giving them something for free. That's just the truth. Because they don't want to hear this stuff. They want to hear stuff to make them feel good. And that's part of the problem. Too many people that cater to and create a group of entitled people that's going to hell in a handbasket. Y'all take care.